BlackBerry DTEK50, a surprisingly inexpensive device that claims to be the world's most secure Android smartphone. But is it durable? That's what my YouTube channel is here to find out. I do durability tests on every new smartphone that comes out. I even tested this phone's keyboarded predecessor last year, the BlackBerry Priv. Build quality and durability are important aspects to consider when picking a phone that you'll be carrying around for the next 12 to 24 months. So let's see how the DTEK50 holds up. I'll start with the scratch test. I have a set of mineral picks that tell me where the screen falls on Mohs scale of hardness. Most flagships use tempered glass or Gorilla Glass, which falls at a level 6 on the hardness scale. Some phone screens are plastic, like the Galaxy S7 Active, and scratch at level 3. Luckily, this phone is using a scratch-resistant glass and scores a level 6, with a deeper groove at a level 7, right on par with the more expensive flagships. Keys and coins will do nothing to this screen. My razor blade won't even leave a mark over this front-facing camera. Here is the first strange thing that I found with the BlackBerry. I anticipated that the speaker grills were going to be plastic, since that's what they look like on the outside. But in reality, it is just a thick sticker, like a piece of vinyl, and it comes off pretty easily. Think about the sticker rubbing around in your pocket for 2 years. Even if it is slightly embedded in the frame, there is a good chance that it might come off. Heat also affects stickers and vinyl, so leaving your phone in a car on a hot sunny day, you might come back to a grill-less earpiece. The fun doesn't stop there though. The bottom grill is also made from the same material. But wait, there's more. The back of the phone looks like it has 2 speakers at the top and the bottom, but it's actually very solid underneath both of the stickers. The holes are purely for decoration. I don't blame BlackBerry for this though. It is more cost effective to order 4 of the same sticker than it is to have variations. And this phone is a budget, mid-range device anyway. What do you think of the stickers? Let me know down in the comments. It is the first time we've seen this approach to speaker coverings. Now the back of this phone has a thick rubber layer, which feels surprisingly good after reviewing so many glass and metal phones. I'm definitely not opposed to the feel of this material. While the BlackBerry Priv had a soft, smooth rubber, like a bike inner tube, the DTEK50 feels more like a super grippy basketball. Rubber doesn't hold up very well against my razor blades, but it is incredibly resilient to my keys, which would be a much more common nemesis. Now the camera lens. This lens is actually made of glass. There are benefits to both plastic lenses and glass lenses. A glass lens is way more scratch resistant, but it also has the possibility of shattering when dropped. A plastic lens like the one on the BlackBerry Priv would be much more shatter resistant if dropped, but it scratches very easily. I personally prefer glass lenses on a cell phone, but I can see the benefits both ways. Which one do you prefer, glass or plastic? The frosted dual-tone flash is covered in plastic, but that's totally normal and a non-issue. Scratches don't matter as much on an LED covering. I was pleasantly surprised that all the buttons were made of metal, along with the size of the device. It is metal all the way around the phone, which goes a long way for durability. There is plastic leading up to the metal on either sides of the bumper, but the phone feels solid, and we still get to enjoy the beautiful scratching noise. Now it's time to cook the BlackBerry. This phone has a 5.2-inch 1080p IPS LCD display. If you understood that sentence, give a thumbs up and pat yourself on the back. The older BlackBerry Priv had an AMOLED display, and while it's totally personal preference which kind of screen you prefer, when it comes to fire, an AMOLED display will turn white and usually not recover. An LCD display like this one turns off with the heat but then fully recovers, which is pretty cool. I'd also like to remind the viewers that I am a professional phone burner, and you should not try this at home. Now for the bin test. For a device as inexpensive as this, I was expecting the bin test to be a total catastrophe, but in reality, the device is super solid. It has a very minor flex to it, but then the phone locks out and doesn't let me bend it any farther. It remains fully functional. Even when I press from the screen side, the phone does not snap in half. So overall, this phone passes my durability test. From a durability perspective, I would recommend this phone. Its biggest flaw is the speaker grill stickers, but if you can get over that, the back rubber is probably more resilient than metal or glass, and the metal frame will keep it from bending in your back pocket if you're a sit-on-your-phone type of person. It is a solid phone. I plan on doing a year-end summary video of every phone that I've tested so far this year, so hit the subscribe button, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss that video. Which phone do you think is the most durable this year? Let me know in the comments. Bonus points for following me on Instagram and Twitter. I gave away a OnePlus 3T last week to one of my lucky Twitter followers. Thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around.